Welcome to another episode of The Wretched Wrench. Have you ever pondered this question?
Now let's go to position number 2. Any idea where that might be, kid?
Well,
Stick around to find out the answer. This is the selling series, How to Be a Pro. Plus, you'll get to hear General Motors' latest hit. If you're feeling confused, you're not alone.
How did you get here?
well, I followed you.
If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.
How are things going, kid? Some days it's tough to make the price of a cup of coffee, isn't it?
You're telling me? I thought for sure I had those people sold.
Yeah, I was watching it. You're really working on them, all right.
I gave it my best shot. Showed them stuff on just 3 we have in stock and gave them some figures. Guess you can't win them all.
Yeah, you know, it's hard to sell a piece of paper. Maybe you can win more than you think, kid.
What do you mean?
Well, why do you suppose that those people walked on you?
Beats me.
Well, think about it. Maybe there's something missing in your presentation.
No, I don't think so. I showed them all the features they seem to be interested in. They seem to know a lot about the car already.
Now, do you think they really know more about the car than you do?
Well, no.
Okay. If you want to be a real pro at this, you need to let people know that you know your product. But low-key, kid. You don't want to flaunt your expertise. Let them discover it for themselves. Don't show them the features that they're interested in, but show them all the features of the car in a convincing way.
Yeah, okay.
Well, how are you going to do that, kid?
Oh, well, I'll walk them around the car and show them the features they're interested in.
You're missing the point. It's how you walk them around the car and show them the features that's important. Now, what you need, kid, is a plan. Plan is what separates the drummers from the real pros. You know what I mean, kid?
Now, wait a minute now. I've been working hard, keeping up to date on product information. I mean, I read everything that comes into the dealership. I mean, I look at all the new video discs, the brochures, the study guides, comparison materials. Why, I even check the inventory every day to see what vehicles we have in stock.
I can't argue with you on that. You're on the right track, but you've got to ride the train a little farther. You know what I mean, kid? Now, for the small price of a cup of coffee, I can show you a plan of presenting your product that has stood by me and a select group of my friends, all old pros, for many a year. You know what I mean, kid?
Well, the price of a cup of coffee doesn't sound like too much. I mean, even for a guy who just lost a sale. If I was in your league, though, I'd be able to treat a guy like myself to a full-course meal.
It's going to be the best deal you ever made, kid.
Well, we'll see about that.
I like that, kid. You want to know what's in it for you, right?
You got it. I mean, nobody likes to spin his wheels. Know what I mean?
Okay, let's get to it. Now, like I told you before, a plan helps you present all the features of the car so you won't forget any.
I've got a good memory.
Great. A good memory with a good plan should help you give a knockout presentation. When you present all the features of the car in an organized, logical sequence and point out the benefits of those features to your prospect, he begins to build confidence in you as a salesman who really knows his product.
So what you're saying is, if I'm going to get my act together and take control, I have to be better organized.
You got it. A plan is going to help you do it. And don't forget, while you're talking, kid, you're also listening.
Listening for what?
Listening for your customer's reaction. Those things he likes and dislikes. How he intends to use the car. What's important to him in a car.
Okay, I get what you're saying. You present the features in a logical sequence and point out their benefits and listen for the customer's reaction. But what about the plan?
Prospect, kid. No one's a customer till you get a signed order. Know what I mean?
Okay, prospect. But what about the plan? Let's get to the plan.
If you rush me, kid, it's going to cost you a coffee and a donut. You know what I mean?
Okay, I know what you mean.
That's all right. I like your enthusiasm, kid. Now, the plan begins right here.
You mean you always start at the front of the car?
Well, it's the beginning. You don't read a book from the back, do you?
No, but what if the prospect is someplace else around the car?
Well, then move him to the front.
Well, how do you do that?
Well, you're here at the front of the car, aren't you? How did you get here?
Well, I followed you. Oh, I get you.
Well, that wasn't too tough, was it, kid? Now you're at the right starting point to cover all the positions in an orderly, logical sequence.
What do you mean by positions?
You see, in my plan, there are 6 positions around the car. I use each one to point out specific features and their benefits, like economy, dependability, performance, comfort, convenience, safety.
I got you. And the front of the car is the first position in your plan.
You got it. Numero uno. Now, here's where you talk about front styling and design. Now, tell me, kid, what features would you point out here?
Well, I'd probably talk about the new look of the grille, and the lower profile of the hood, the overall aerodynamic design.
Yeah, that's good, but what are the benefits of that all-new aerodynamic design feature?
Well, let's see. The car's got less wind resistance.
Mm-hmm. And keep going.
And less wind resistance means better fuel economy. That's a benefit.
You got it. Now, just remember, some featured benefits are obvious. Others aren't.
Yeah, I see what you mean. What I need to do here is translate aerodynamic design into better economy.
That's right, kid. Now, let's go to position number 2. Any idea where that might be, kid?
Well, we're here at the front of the car. Why not open the hood?
Congratulations. You just located position number 2. Stay where you are, kid. This one is on me. Okay, kid, here's your chance to talk like an engineer. You can dazzle your customer with your technical knowledge. Now, I like to think of under the hood as the EDP. You know what I mean?
No, I'm afraid you lost me.
EDP, that's your economy, dependability, and performance feature.
Oh, yeah. This is where I can talk about all the good engineering features. I like the high-energy ignition, Delcatron generator with built-in solid-state voltage regulator, and the Delco Freedom battery.
Okay, kid, I already know you know about what's under the hood, but how do you translate those features into benefits?
Okay, I got you. Like I should tell them the battery never needs water, so it's maintenance-free, and they won't have to worry about it.
Well, that's the D in EDP. You've got to talk about economy and performance, too.
Well, that's easy. I just match up my prospect's needs and show him how he can get the best possible fuel mileage. And I can point out all the standard performance features. Power steering, power brakes, power... I know. And how they benefit my prospect.
Good. Now close the hood, kid. We're moving on. Okay, I'd like to introduce you to position number 3, passenger side exterior.
How do you do? Position number 3.
You're learning, kid. It never hurts to be courteous. Good-looking car, isn't it? Now, you've got to show your prospects you believe that as well as tell them. Now, this is where I talk about the paint finish, how easily it's maintained, and how it'll add to the car's value when it's traded in.
Yeah, and you can tell them about the number of paint and trim packages available. And I'd also tell them about how the body side moldings help prevent the doors from getting dents and scratches.
Attaboy. Anything else?
Could tell how the safety rim wheels protect the tires from blowouts.
Good point, kid. And don't forget all the time you're listening for the prospect's reactions to features. Getting his opinions, getting him to agree to the features you've shown. Offer him specific benefits. You know, finding out what your prospect likes and doesn't like about the vehicle. All the time, you're getting to know your prospect and using that knowledge in your presentation.
Well, I think that about does it on position number 3. And now, if you'll step this way, I'll show you position number 4.
Oh, I see. You're going to skip position number 4 and go right on to 5, huh? Listen, if you keep this up, kid, it's going to cost you breakfast. Know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Okay. Now, the 4th position is where you talk about the rear styling and design features. This is also my bonus position.
What do you mean, bonus position?
Well, this is where I get right down on the floor and talk about what's underneath the car. The shocks, springs, exhaust system.
Or the inner fenders and how they're protected from corrosion.
I like your style, kid. Now you can pop the trunk. Okay, position number 5. One of my favorite positions.
Oh? Why is that?
Well, it reminds me of an old salesman friend of mine. He'd always get right inside the trunk. In fact, on good days, when he was on a roll, he'd get his prospect to get in there with him. Certainly was a dramatic way to show how much cargo space was in the trunk. Know what I mean?
Yeah. I can always relate the trunk space to the prospect's needs or activities. Room for his golf clubs, groceries, luggage, whatever.
Okay. You ready for the big six?
You don't have to tell me. I already know.
Thank you. Okay, kid. What now?
Now, this is where I dazzle you with interior features. Point out the ease of getting in and out, the good-looking interior and the deep, comfortable seats with foam cushioning, and the convenience of the dash panel and where the instruments are located. Interior size and legroom, and special options like power seats and tilt steering wheel, and the great all-around visibility. And,
Hold it, kid. Not so fast. Now you have to translate all those features into benefits for the prospect. Now remember, don't just run off a list. Be sure that those features make an impact on your prospect.
Gotcha. I can point out how the front seat can be put into several different positions to ensure no matter how tall or short the driver is, he or she will be able to comfortably see the road in all directions.
That's better, kid. And always end your presentation with a feature that can only really be experienced on a demo ride. You know what I mean?
Hey, you know, I think I really do know what you mean.
We'll see. Run it by me one time. Tell me all about the plan.
Well, first of all, so I won't forget any features, I'm going to present the car in an orderly, logical sequence by using the 6-point walk-around. And then I'm going to translate those features...
You're rushing again, kid. Now, where are those 6 positions located in the walk-around?
Okay, I start at the beginning. With position number 1, front styling and design. And then I move to position number 2, under the hood. And here I talk about EDP, economy, dependability, and performance, right? And then I move to position number 3, the passenger side exterior. And then on to position number 4, to show rear styling and design. And then I go to your favorite position, number 5, cargo space.
Wait a minute, kid. What about the bonus at position 4?
Oh, yeah, I remember. That's where I can get right down under the car and point out the features underneath.
Good.
Then I go to 5, cargo space. And finally, I move to number 6, behind the wheel.
Mm-hmm. And what are you doing all this time?
Oh, I know. Translating features into buyer benefits.
Like what?
Well, let's see. Economy, dependability, and performance. And then there's comfort, convenience, and safety.
And while you're translating those features?
I'm listening to my prospects' reactions to find out what their needs and desires are, and what they like and don't like about their present car.
And you're doing it all in a convincing and enthusiastic way.
Of course. Can't wait for my next step.
You're rushing things again, kid. The presentation is only half the sale. The other half is a demonstration. But I'll get to that after my coffee and donut. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, kid, I didn't expect my coffee and donut to come out of a machine. Not like the old days. Know what I mean?
Well, I didn't want to take time to go out. Besides, I want to get on with this demonstration.
Sit down. You're rushing me again. We're not ready to take the demo ride yet. Gotta get the prospect to agree to it first, right?
Yeah. I know, it's not all that easy. A lot of my prospects don't want to take a demo ride.
Know what you mean. Now, why is that, do you think?
Oh, you know, same old thing. They don't have time, or they already know all about the car.
The fact of the matter is, they don't want to get obligated to you at this point.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Of course I'm right. But that's your job, isn't it? Getting the prospective buyer obligated to you. Now, nothing else in your sales presentation is going to get them more obligated than the demo ride.
Well, sure, but how do you get them to take a ride if they don't want to?
What they think they want is not as important as what you know they need. All the top producers I know concentrate on easing the prospect into accepting the demo ride all during the presentation.
I don't understand.
Well, all the time you're presenting the car, using the 6-point system, of course, you keep mentioning how the benefits of certain features will really come alive during the demo ride. The prospect says he doesn't want to take a demo ride during the presentation. Ignore it. Go on with other features. Just make sure that you keep pointing out that the demo ride is absolutely essential to proving the benefits of those features that you're talking about.
Yeah, but what if he says he doesn't have time?
Make sure he understands that the demo will only take a few minutes. What's a few minutes mean compared to making a big investment like buying a new car? You've got to sell him on it. Got to sell him how important it is to him. I can remember a top producer who told his prospects he wouldn't sell them a car unless they drove it. He wanted to make sure that it was the right car for them. They appreciate that. Shows them that you're looking out for their best interests.
Yeah, something like you wouldn't buy a pair of shoes unless you tried them on first, huh?
Same for cars, kid. I'd say the majority of all the cars I sold involved a demo ride. I learned a long time ago. Cars are better salesmen than I am. Know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess I've been missing the boat. The prospect said he didn't want to take a demo. I took the easy way out and didn't push it. Never thought it was that important before. If I'm going to keep control, I've got to convince the customer to take that demo ride.
And now you're cooking. Just remember, a successful demo ride benefits the customer, but it also benefits you by producing a bigger gross. You know what I mean?
I'll see the difference in my commission check?
I think you're ready to take that demo out.
You bet I am. But let's go get in the car.
Hey, not so fast, kid. While you're out checking on the demo, what are you going to do with your prospect?
Well, usually, if I can get them to take a demo ride, I have them wait for me here in the showroom.
Okay, but while they're waiting, why not have them look at some additional product info on the video center here? See, it gives your prospect a chance to see some of those hidden features that you can't show them.
Like body construction and engine component features. Hey, I like that. I wonder why I never thought of it.
Oh, you'll get there. Eventually. Now, you get the demo.
Car will be here in a minute. Just coming out of the wash.
Good. That should give you a clue as to what you do first, before you take the demo out.
Unfortunately, I couldn't get the rest of this one to play, guys. It was getting bad, and had to do a lot of editing to make this much footage. So I hope you guys liked it, and thanks for watching.